my tennis court!
I used to be somebody that was I was super into fitness. The reason why I got into fitness was because I played football in high school. I used to be super fit when I was first out of high school and everything, and I got more interested in business and entrepreneurship and everything. And so I kind of want to start getting back into fitness again. You know, I've been inspired by people like Sam Sulek. I like the way that he does his long form videos and stuff. And I think a lot of people have been inspired by him. And it's really interesting too, because there's a lot that you can learn from young men, and I think people sometimes they are afraid to learn from people that are younger than them because they have that whole issue with being, you know, it's like if you're the senior, if you're the older one, then you're the one who has more experience and stuff, and they should be learning from you. And so I think a lot of people get into that ego thing. But this is going to mark the beginning of me getting back into fitness and doing all that stuff. And I want to do a little bit of a physique check because I'm going to start tracking my progress and everything. And I want people to see kind of where I'm starting from now, and just show the process and everything. And maybe people want to follow along on their journey and stuff. Now, this is pretty much me like working out, like this current physique right here. This is me just working out probably like once a week, twice a week for like an hour, maybe. This is my stomach. It's I just got done eating a huge meal. So I'm a little bit bloated right now, but nonetheless, you could see that I got some pretty decent body fat right here. This is no pump, no nothing. The legs are a little flimsy, everything. I'm pretty much almost starting like from the beginning again, but you know, that's how it goes when you don't prioritize your fitness. So let's just get this going and let's see what we could do. One. Now, I have no plan, no order. I don't have a workout plan. I don't have a meal plan right now. I don't have any order by which I'm like working out certain muscle parts and everything. But it's December 25th. It's Christmas today, and so this is a Christmas lift. That's why I'm working out in my apartment complex gym. So right now, my plan is really just to work up a sweat and just get a pump and work up a sweat. That's pretty much the only plan. And I'm just gonna do some exercises that I think are fun. I look pretty horrible in the camera right now though, so. I should have taken some more time to digest my food. I had pretty much my biggest meal of the day, like about an hour ago. All right, so my entire life, I've been told that I have a pretty decent back physique. It's always been the front. The front has always been the problem. Like I get a pooch right here, and then just the symmetry of the front of my body doesn't look as nice, and my back looks a lot better. I actually have this one story when I was living in West Hollywood. I had some roommates and we had a gym on the roof. We lived up in the hills, and we had a gym on the roof facing all of Los Angeles. And I was working out, and one of my roommates brought a girl back, and she was like super interested in me. Like she was like, "Oh, who's that?" While I was working out, I was doing the squats and everything. And then I see her, I go into the living room after I'm done working out, and she's like, "Ew," you know, she sees the front of me. She's like, "Oh, you know, you look really good from the back, but then from the front, you're like, you know, wasn't ideal." So that was pretty funny. That's pretty much what I got to work on. I have to work on the front of my body. Well, I mean, I also have to work on the back, but the front is the one where I have a problem. Now, this current physique that I have right now, again, it's one that pretty much came from bare minimum working out once or twice a week. I've been in hustle mode and focused on my marketing agency, and it's a mixture between a data science and data analytics agency, but I got more interested in marketing, more so on the marketing analytics side. But I've been so focused with my business that I've just been ignoring working out. And that's actually one of the reasons why I wanted to start making these videos, because I believe that making these videos will give me more accountability. I believe making these videos will give me more accountability. And I also, I was watching one of those Sam Sulek videos, and I was thinking to myself, because when I work out at the end of the day, at the end of a long work day, I usually skip out on a lot of reps. When I was younger and I was going to school, I would go to the gym, slam some pre-workout around this time, which right now it's like 7 p.m. And so I would slam some pre-workout, be fully caffeinated, maybe like 200 milligrams of caffeine. And I would head to the gym and I would kill it. I would spend 2 hours at the gym, just go as hard as possible. And again, I came from playing football. I was defensive tackle in high school. And I was just used to high intensity workouts, always pushing it, just like the way Sam Sulek does on his videos. But as an adult and somebody who's focused on the career, running a business and everything, I'm just like, dude, as long as I just get here, get the reps in, and get some sweat, that's good enough for me. And that's a horrible idea. And so I was wondering, I wonder if Sam Sulek feels more inclined to push himself and do those extra reps, because it kind of feels like somebody's watching you. So you kind of want to get the best. You don't want to look like a wuss on the video. Now, I like doing these. I don't know how it looks from the back. I've never filmed myself working out. I've always thought it was awkward. I've always been one of those people that was kind of nervous over and also, filming stuff is kind of a chore. Like, I don't feel like it's natural to film stuff. Your instinct isn't to just film everything you're doing in your life. And especially when you're my age, a younger millennial, I think. I was born in 93. I'm 31 right now. And so from my era, the idea of filming yourself really wasn't a thing. I mean, if you're filming yourself, you're somebody that's like, a professional, meaning that like you were already making money working out or something. You were like an elite bodybuilder or something. Now these legs really need so I have chicken legs. My thighs are usually pretty nice. When I was in high school, I was able to grow my thighs really pretty big. Well, and also I was playing defensive tackle. So doing squats and focusing on the hips and the legs was probably it was what I focused on the most when I was in the gym. But I've always had the issue of having really small calves, and i.e. chicken legs. So like I said, right now I'm just warming up. I'm kind of not even counting my reps. I'm just going for feel. But again, I think the cool thing about this is that making these videos, I believe, will give me more accountability and also help me build a community and introduce other people to my life that could join me on this journey of fitness. Maybe there's some other business owners, people that are going to school that are so focused being behind the computer and behind the desk that you don't have time to work out. Now, I don't plan on working out every day. I think that's more so a thing that I think that if you're going to work out every day, it takes a lot working out every day. I was able to do it when I was younger. When I was younger, I work out every day. I was obsessed with working out. I loved working out. And I had such bad anxiety when I was younger that the only thing that could help my anxiety, and specifically social anxiety, the only thing that would help it was working out. So that's why I worked out. I worked out a lot because it helped me with my anxiety. I was pretty depressed when I was younger, so I was just always constantly in the gym. And I never thought about making a career out of it. I saw some people make careers out of working out, and specifically one of the OGs in the fitness game, his name was Matt Ogus. He's actually from my neck of the woods. Actually, it's surprising. There are so many famous, well, I guess there's not so many, but there's a pretty decent amount of famous gym influencers from that first wave of gym influencers, which were Matt Ogus. There was Jeremy Buendia, he was a aesthetics guy, IFBB Pro, I think it was. And then there was that Chris Elks guy. He wasn't as big as Jeremy Buendia and Matt Ogus, but he was another person that was pretty big. Now, I'm here in Sacramento, California, specifically Roseville, California. I think Matt Ogus was, he's around the Roseville area too. And it's actually funny, my ex-girlfriend that I was dating from community college, this was before I transferred to UC Berkeley, but from community college, her mom ran a Montessori school, so kind of like childcare, but more focused on education. And Matt Ogus's daughter started going there. So, but yeah, and then I think Chris Elks is up over in Lincoln. But it was actually fascinating. There's a lot of people from the OG era that are from my neck of the woods. Well, there was 3, and that felt like a lot. But there was examples of people, making it in the fitness influencer space when I was younger, but they had freaky bodies, like Matt Ogus, he was a freak. And Chris Elks, he had a pretty sick physique. And obviously, Jeremy Buendia. Also, I didn't know they were taking steroids too. I was back when I was young and I was naive. I just kind of figured, I didn't have the genes to be a fitness influencer. And, one of the people that I really respect and I really admire, I really need to shut the heck up, stop talking and focus on the workout. But this is the first video, so I got to get used to this. But one of the influencers that I kind of admire and look up to is that Jesse West guy. I think that's his name. But he's a really standard, achievable, natural physique, and he is doing super phenomenally well as a social media influencer in the fitness space. Obviously, granted, him like Will Tennyson, they put a lot of effort into their videos. Like, I don't think you guys understand how much effort they put into their videos. Like, I think they're like I can only imagine the level of planning. Oh man, the level of editing and production. It's just crazy. They really go all out. They deserve their followers and what they're doing with their content, because it really is above and beyond. Okay, I'm gonna try to start to focus on the workout. Okay, I'm gonna try giving these. This is the back machine, but that's actually pretty heavy weight. But I like to use this for doing some triceps. I need to do some tricep warm-ups. Over time, I've developed a really nasty cracking sound right here on this elbow. I actually sometimes my hand will go numb right here on the left side, right here. And from the research that I did, it's because there's something pinching right here, and this just happens with wear and tear of the body. It was it was to a bad point where every night it would be numb, and I was really scared when I first had it. But then I read that there are some exercises that people do that the doctor pretty much tells you to do if you go and see the doctor before things get super serious. Apparently, you can stretch things out, so you do this, like you're looking at glasses, you kind of do that, get your fingers like this, and you just go. You look to see like there's glasses and you push away. And so apparently you tilt your head in and then you tilt your head away and you just keep doing those exercises. And then you can switch it up, or you could switch it up like that. And I started doing those and I started like stretching it right here like this and everything. And I'm just massaging it, and it went away. I'm not getting a numb hand anymore, but I'm not sure if you could hear, but if you listen, let's see if you can hear it. You can hear it crack. So I'm not sure if the microphone picked that up, but yeah, there's pretty gnarly cracks. And I guess this is one of the things that comes with age and wear and tear. You really got to take care of your body. I'm only 31, by the way. I think I mentioned that. I don't know how many times I have to reiterate things, but I have yet to learn how to pose. I've actually never officially posed before. I think this is post pump. Not that I think that this is post pump. This is post pump. But I've never, yeah, like I said, I've never learned how to pose, and I never used to pose after working out. Again, I did working out for football, so I never really did it for aesthetics or anything. Like right now, my physique looks horrible in this midsection. I think I could lose this in about a month based on like my metabolism and just my overall body and how it goes through the fat and everything. Now, I don't have any leg pump right now. Like, I didn't do any leg workout. The only reason why I'm showing this is because I want to show people the beginning stages of somebody who stopped working out and got really hyper-focused in the career grind. And so this is where I'm at with my legs right here. This is how people do the pose. I've already said I don't know how to pose. I think it's really funny, actually. But these are my legs. But you can see how small my calves are. I essentially have chicken legs. This is what the tricep looks like, and the shoulders. And this is what the biceps look like. Nothing special. Again, this is like a beginner's physique. So not a complete beginner's physique, but somebody who has quit working out and then started all over again. So I'm going to show the back. So this is full shirt off. Now this is what the back looks like. Oh, flex. Is this flexing? Is this how you flex? Yeah, I have no idea. Chest is really weak. I feel like a dork. Like literally, this is the first time I've ever tried flexing or done any post-workout aesthetics test or whatever. If somebody sees this video, again, I have a lot of lower midsection fat right here. I'll get rid of this in about a month. So it's December 25th. It's Christmas. So January 25th, we'll see an updated physique. But I guess the upper body is not too bad, especially with the fact that I've been out of the gym for almost like half a year. And yeah, I used to work out like every day, every other day. But then, I just got super focused on the grind. But let's go back to the flexing. All right, this is where we're at. So I'm going to end the workout and I'm going to show a couple things here at the gym. Let me rack these weights away, put these weights away real fast. This is the indoor tennis court. Indoor tennis court! Yeah, so there's that. All right, then we have the cardio room, which I will be using this session. Maybe I'm going to do a little bit of cardio today. Let's go and check out the sauna. We have a sauna. Unfortunately, these cruddy apartments, there are people with kids where, see, it's always being worked on. Sauna closed due to repairs. Now, when I first moved in, the sauna was working. Just like most things, businesses, anything that's trying to sell you something, they always rope you in with the good stuff. And then once you give them your credit card, they take it all away. That's a shame. Really upset about that. I asked the lady in the apartment complex, I'm like, Oh, and look, they locked it. It is locked. Can't even go in. And then this is the dude's bathroom. Howdy, what's up? Nice to meet me. All right. Oh shit. Oh shit. I couldn't even open the door right there. There's some people in this world that pretty much focus entirely on working out. Like their whole life, their whole persona, everything is all about working out. And that's really cool. It's awesome for them that they were able to cultivate that life for themselves. But for most people, and this is something that I didn't understand until I got older, but most people make fitness and health a second priority. And I remember I was going through this weird stage when I was going to university. And so before I went to UC Berkeley, I got really into academics. I got really into mathematics. And I thought I wanted to get a degree in math, but I was already deep into my current program, and so I just wanted to finish that. But when I was getting really into academics, I got in this weird delusional state where I thought to myself that if I don't prioritize the main thing that I'm doing more than anything else, then I'm not going to have a good life and I won't do well at it and everything. And I thought only meatheads go to the gym and work out that hard. Like at most, all I need to do is go for a jog, go for a run, do some light fitness and stuff, and I should be good. That was far from true. I fell into that trap where there's so many people on social media, all these gurus and all these people, they'll say anything to get your attention. They'll say that's their only job. So even me, to some degree, here, social media, the only job for social media is to get your attention so that they can sell you something. And we could go into a longer philosophical discussion about sales and people selling you stuff, because I have a philosophy that if the people around you don't have something to sell you, you should be kind of nervous, because this is the way humanity works. This is the way this realm works. We need to provide goods and services to each other to exchange value so that we can survive, you know? And so a lot of people have a hard time grasping this because we live in such a huge society. There's so many people. It seems so complex on the surface. And so we don't understand that if you were to go back to a small community again, like hunter and gatherers, every human being would have to do something. They'd have to provide some sort of service. And in theory, everybody in the tribe is selling something to the tribe. They're selling their skill. So the best hunter is selling their hunting abilities. They're saying, hey, I hunt. I go get you food. You know that. When I'm in your life, you know that I go get you food. So I get you food. You get me other food. That's not the food that I get. You know, you get me berries or whatever, or you fix clothes. You build house. Like, I know you build house. You know I get food. So you know, if you build me house, I get you food. And that's really how it is. And so everybody knew what everybody did, what everybody had to offer. And I prefer that. I prefer the transparency. I want all my friends to offer something. If there's a friend who can't offer something, it's not, and this is a skewed view. It's not like I have this perspective that like the people around me need to be able to give me something. They need to be able to offer me something. No, you don't want your friends to offer you something or have something to offer you for you. You want it for them. We as humans, we need to feel like we have something to offer, like we have some purpose and we have something of value to give the people that we know. When we don't have that, especially men, when men don't feel useful, like they have value, something to offer people around them, that's when depression starts to kick in. That's when you feel like you have no purpose and your life just goes to crap. So I want my friends to offer me something and have something to sell me for their own sake and for my own sake. Because if there's one person around you that is just going down and doing bad and then just continually doing bad, it's not too long before you start to go down with them. But I didn't want to go into that full discussion right now. What I did want to say was that the whole gurus and people on social media, they'll say anything to get your attention. They're all trying to be contrarian or whatever. They're trying to get people's attention. And more often than not, most of the stuff on social media is bullcrap. Anything that you believe right now, you could find somebody on social media that shares that same sentiment and that is saying that, and so you go and you hear them, and it justifies what you already believe. It's called something about, I forget what fallacy it's called. It's essentially when you find things to confirm your own bias. So either way, you just need to be careful what you listen to. You really can't listen to anybody. You have to pay attention, use your own senses, because the only reality is the one that's around you. Social media, people that are telling you what reality is through their phone or their camera, that's their reality. That's their reality. That's their relationships, their family, and where they're at. That's not yours. The whole point was that I got caught in that delusion that there's that saying, master of none, or jack of all trades, master of none. And people were proposing the idea that you should be a master of one and be completely autistic on one thing and just be a god at that one craft. And then your life will be amazing and good and stuff. And that's just not true. I've found that not to be true. It's true if you want to become a work machine where you do that one function very good. And sure, people will pay you a lot of money, but you're just a machine. And one thing that I learned is that the most important thing in the world is being able to be nimble. Adaptability. The world's always changing no matter what. There's always another opportunity looming around the corner. Every 2 or 4 years, something pops up, huge opportunity. So TikTok was a huge opportunity for a lot of people. And the people that can learn something, jump on a platform, understand it, connect with it, and grow with it, those people are just going to do better in life. And that's going to happen time and time again. And then yesterday's opportunity is tomorrow's risk. It's tomorrow's problem. So today's opportunity was TikTok. In a couple of years, come January 16th, right, TikTok's getting banned. A lot of people's businesses and livelihoods that they build off TikTok is not going to exist. Let's just say things like that happen all the time, where platforms change, the world changes, and it could completely change your business and everything in a snap of a finger, one night, and it's all over. And if you're not adaptable, if you don't have other skills, if you don't have the ability to learn quickly, to understand new systems, new platforms, and new domains quickly, you're going to have a hard time. I think that's why a lot of people suggest moving to big cities, because when you're in a big city, you have to get used to adapting really quickly, moving around. There's a lot going on, and you have to get used to that. And so people who are used to that, they just do better. When it comes to health and fitness is the most important thing out of all the things. If you go down, if you look at the strata of reality, you have the metaphysical strata, which coincides with the spiritual strata. There's the true reality, the true underpinnings, which nobody knows. Only the creator of everything knows. And that's the truth. It's this is the truth. The creator of the all, of the everything knows. God knows everything. And then above that, you have the physical layer, which is humanity. And that's just pure survival. Eat, poop, kill, whatever it is, survive. That is the base physical layer. So that's that strata right above the metaphysical strata. And then above that, you have I don't know, this is not based on anything. This is just based on my own thoughts right now. I haven't really done research on this or anything like that. But above that strata, you have the social strata. And that social strata is here we are saying that we won't kill each other. We won't rob each other. Well, not all of us. Some of us still break the rules and everything, but for the most part, most of us agree to this set of rules for the social strata. And health and fitness is a domain that exists in the physical strata, the base animal state. And I believe that if you don't have things in order from the metaphysical strata, which is the metaphysical strata will include your spiritual beliefs, your values, and your ethics, your character, everything like that. And so if you don't have that in order, you're going to have a bad time. It doesn't matter how fit you are, how good you look, how healthy you are. If you don't have the values and the metaphysical strata in place, you're gonna have a hard time there. And then also, if you are, so let's say you have the metaphysical strata fixed, you got your values, you got your character and everything in order, then you need to get your physical, the animalistic strata in order. So you need to be healthy and fit. And then you go next into the social strata, and maybe there's other ones and stuff. Nonetheless, this rant, the focus of the rant is that health and fitness is really important. And just like eating, it should take up the majority of our lives. And so eating is obviously, like, most people eat 3 times a day. You at least eat twice. If there's anything, we all know that if we could point at any human being and say, that person's gonna eat today. They're gonna eat, they're gonna poop, and they're gonna drink something. Like, that's a fact, you know? Might as well be a fortune teller at this point. Like, the older you get, the more time you spend on this planet, you realize there's not too many nuances in human behavior. Like, most human beings are going to go through the same things. Heartbreak, disappointment, achievements, successes. Everybody has a story and an arc, and it's all in your head. You're like going through the story in your head, and what you tell yourself and how you feel dictates a lot of how the story is going to go. And there's some people that just get stuck in these weird corners and pockets of the mind where they've just determined to have a really bad experience, and they just keep piling up all the bad experiences. Spoiler alert, we all go through hard times. And the only thing that helps those hard times is having a positive attitude and a good mindset, and not like a delusional positive mindset where you're like, oh, this is great. I'm losing my house and my house is on fire. This is amazing. You know, like, that's delusional. That's delusional positivity. It's more so like, if my house was on fire and it burnt down, it's like, you know what? That's horrible. I'm really upset, but I'm capable. I can handle anything. And you know what? There's a lot of good people on this planet that could help me. I have friends that I can lean on. I have family members that I can lean on. And even if I don't, there are really good people in this world that are waiting to help you. It's crazy. I come across stories all the time where phenomenal stories where people just get helped in huge ways. Free housing, free cars. Somebody donates $10,000 to a TikToker who's streaming that's living in their car. Like, there's phenomenal stories. And there really are people out there that want to help. So that's what I mean by the story in your head and your attitude. So when something bad happens, you're like, you know what? This is unfortunate, but this is awesome because I get to have a human experience. And part of that human experience is becoming vulnerable and relying on others. It's something beautiful to be able to accept help. It's beautiful to give help to others, but being able to accept help from others, that is something else. A lot of people have too big an ego to even go through that. Oh man. Oh. Cardio is a perfect example of one of those things that it sucks to start, but once you get going and you keep doing it, it's freaking amazing. One of the hardest things about working out is that it takes so much time. And when you're trying to build a business, or when you're working on your own, you're doing freelancing, running an agency, you really start to realize how little time there is. And oh boy, like we're really on the clock. And so like there's so many things that I choose not to do ever since I started running my own agency. And I'm just like, dude, I don't got an hour to spare. So, all right, let's try running one more time.